Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the .ie Digital Town Awards. Please welcome your host for today, Jess Kelly.
Hello and good evening, everyone. You are very welcome to the inaugural .ie Digital Town Awards. I am delighted you could join us virtually as we come to you live from our studio in the Killashee House Hotel in Naas, County Kildare. Over the next hour, we will celebrate the digital achievements of towns right around the country, big and small. I'm really looking forward to chatting to our finalists who will be joining us later on virtually. And while we can't all be together for this event, we can connect online. So please do tweet throughout the evening and congratulate our finalists and winners. You can use hashtag Digital Town Awards and don't forget to tag us at @_IE. We are honoured to have Minister Damien English with us this evening. He is the Minister of State for Business, Employment and Retail. We're going to hear from him shortly, and he's also going to stay to present the overall prize of Digital Town of the Year for 2021. We all know how challenging the COVID-19 pandemic has been, but the one thing that has struck me as I read through all of the amazing digital projects you have undertaken in your towns is the opportunity that came with the unknown. You chose to embrace digital in new and creative ways, and that innovation will be celebrated tonight. Despite not being able to get together, your communities gathered in new ways to make sure your towns stand out as places to live and work. And that word community really does sum up what these awards are all about. We have seen terrific collaboration across the board, from schools and colleges to community groups, local chambers, local enterprise office, SkillNet groups. The list really does go on. Over the next hour, we'll hear about a range of initiatives addressing some real-life issues, from remote working, which reduces commuting and carbon emissions, to using digital transformation to reduce depopulation and create new job opportunities. We'll also hear of examples that use digital to enhance tourism offerings, improve the local environment, and promote culture, diversity, and social inclusion. We have so many exciting stories to hear, and we will in due course. But first, we will hear from David Curtin, CEO of .ie, and Minister English. We'll then be joined briefly by the chair of our judging panel, and then we get on to the good stuff. We will announce the category winners and, of course, award those prizes. The overall prize fund is an incredible €100,000. That is a huge sum of money, and that does show the commitment of the .ie Digital Town Awards when it comes to supporting and fostering digital enhancement and adoption in Ireland. This money will help the winners enhance their digital efforts to date. To kick off the evening, I would like to welcome David Curtin.
Thank you, Jess. Minister, awards finalists and guests, I'm delighted to formally welcome you all to the .ie Digital Town Awards 2021 celebration. I'm thrilled to see all of this coming together for our very first Digital Town Awards, and in what I can only say has been a most challenging year for everyone, including for our own team here at .ie, who have managed to pull this whole event together while working remotely. So thank you to all concerned. I'm honoured to welcome Minister Damien English, and delighted that he's joining us here in person today, socially distanced, of course. Minister, your support for the Digital Town ambition of helping Ireland to thrive online is critically important. So thank you for attending. The .ie Digital Town programme was developed to foster digital enhancement and digital adoption in Ireland, to help businesses, citizens and communities to thrive online, and also to harness the benefits of the internet for all. This captures themes such as supporting remote working, tackling the digital divide, using digital to improve sustainability, and encouraging the rejuvenation of towns and rural areas, and also advocating for a strong internet ecosystem to enable a better Ireland online. The programme for us is a 4-year commitment to these goals, and we will spend €1 million over those 4 years in growing and developing these awards, in helping towns with their digital plans, and advocating for funding from many sources to help towns in their endeavours. Now, the awards is an important pillar in the Digital Town programme, And that has been based on our experiences with a number of Profit for Good initiatives delivered by .ie over many years. And these include our annual Internet Day celebrations, our initiatives which have helped hundreds of SMEs to tap into the benefits of e-commerce enabled websites, and hosting conversations with key thought leaders in the digital space. And bringing the Wikipedia founder Jimmy Wales to Dublin in 2017 was a particular highlight. A second and very important pillar is the Digital Town Blueprint, which is a framework that we developed in conjunction with Dublin City University to help towns to assess their digital readiness. The goal here is to define a digital town, to develop the metrics to measure a town's digital readiness, and quantify the effects of digital on a town's local economy, society, and culture. So both of these pillars within the .ie Digital Town programme will continue to work simultaneously and reinforce each other as we support towns at all levels of their digital journey. Now, as Jess said, this afternoon, we're going to see the full spectrum of entries from those who are early in their digital journey right through to sophisticated and well-developed projects. And I must say that all are very inspiring. We're thrilled with the number of entries. We actually have entries from 21 counties all around the country, with multiple entries from some counties. So I must congratulate all of our finalists on reaching this stage in such a competitive process. The digital projects that our judging panel have reviewed have come from many areas, including health and education, tourism, business, community, social entrepreneurship, culture, and the arts. And we've seen demonstrations of real creativity in using digital in addressing local challenges. So, for instance, using the Internet of Things to help with assisted living for the elderly, reskilling in digital to provide new employment opportunities, and using digital signage, for example, to enhance the tourism experience for visitors, and especially imaginative work within the digital hubs. So there are so many great projects, and you'll hear about them shortly, and you'll also be able to read about them afterwards on our website. Now, I heard that the judges had a hard time in choosing the best of the best, and that's not surprising, but I'd like to take this opportunity to really thank our esteemed panel of expert judges who gave willingly of their time to judge these awards. So thank you, judges. Now, we know that COVID-19 has had tragic consequences for many families and communities, but there's one consequence of COVID-19 that's clear. Digital transformation has taken place at a scale that we're really only beginning to realize and appreciate now. At .ie, we have reviewed the impact based on many years of us applying Profit for Good to initiatives and events. And I can honestly say that now is the time for towns, and digital towns especially. The stars are aligned in your favor right now. So consider this in relation to strategies, supports, funding, and focus. On funding, 25% of the EC's recovery fund, and its 750 billion euros, is earmarked for digital. Our own government has budgeted €1 billion for the Rural Regeneration and Development Fund, and has serious proposals on the table for the National Remote Working Strategy, which is really positive for towns. And of course, we've seen the acceleration in the National Broadband Plan rollout. Elsewhere, long neglected, the focus on micro-business, small companies with less than 10 employees, is unprecedented now. We have alliances like the SME Recovery Group led by John Moran. We've representative organisations like IBEC, Retail Excellence, and the Small Firms Association. So never before has there been so much concern and support for micro and small businesses. And of course, we've seen the changing mindsets and behaviours as well. Survey after survey, Irish consumers want to support local and buy local, and online, especially during the lockdowns. So we see this readiness to adopt digital. And of course, what's been demonstrated in spades during this competition is community spirit, that local enthusiasm and drive to deliver what's needed on the ground locally. So for those of you who love your towns and want to see them grow and develop, now is the time to tap into those strategies, supports, funding, and focus, and to redouble your efforts. And I look forward to seeing you all back here again next year with new and exciting entries for the 2022 awards. I want to conclude by wishing all of our finalists the very best of luck this afternoon, And remember, no matter where you come in the competition, be sure to celebrate your fantastic achievements and make sure that the whole town knows about it. And finally, a big thank you to everyone at home. Thank you for spending time with us this afternoon. We do appreciate it. And now I'll hand you back to Jess. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, David. And a quick reminder, if you are watching from home, use hashtag Digital Town Awards and let us know where in the country you are. Shout about your town. Make sure that we hear you from Naas in County Kildare. I would now like to welcome Minister Damien English to make his address.
Thanks, Jess. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to be here with you this afternoon to celebrate this year's .ie Digital Town Awards. It's a great opportunity to recognise everyone's effort over the last 15 months as we dealt with the pandemic, but also to monitor our ongoing efforts as we drive our digitalisation agenda, bringing everybody on board with us on that journey as well. So I'm glad to have that opportunity to be here. To be honest with you, I have to admit to David that I was delighted to get the invite, because I met with David and his team and Una and all the team quite recently to review their plans for the last 12 months, but to review their plans and their strategy for the next 4 years as well, and their commitment and their involvement in this whole area of trying to work with our towns, our communities, our businesses on this digital agenda, which is so important to my department, Department of Enterprise, Trade and Employment, but right across government. It's one of our top priorities now, is the digitalisation journey that we're all on, and that's ourselves as communities, our most centrally our businesses, but also all of our customers who want to work and want to avail of the opportunities online and to trade online, and who want to shop local when they go online as well. So it's a big priority for us, and I'm delighted that David and all his team are immense in this project and have been for years and have been leading the way. But I think I want to compliment David when you are here and your team for your advocacy work as well, because you're leaving nobody behind, and that's your aim and that's your target. Because a concern of ours will be, as we implement plans right across government, that we want to bring everybody with us and every generation, and there's people in all generations who need extra assistance and extra effort to be able to avail of all the opportunity that online brings and that the digitalisation agenda brings with it as well. So plenty of opportunity, and it's important that we have trusted partners, and that's what we get with David and his team, is the trusted partners as well, that we do that. Likewise, and Dave references as well, the work involved in DCU and all the stakeholders involved in that too, which is a great involvement, and more towns and counties are going to hear of that work that's been carried out in conjunction with David and his team and DCU as well at the .ie, because it's important that we reach out as many as we possibly can. So again, I've listened and reviewed some of the great work that's been happening over the last year, as many towns and communities and villages have had to deal with COVID and pivot and react to a scenario that none of us expected ever to be in. And in one way, it has probably brought the digital conversation on along 10, 15 years for all of us. And while we know there's great work going on here, and certainly as I review the panel of judges, I know a lot of them have been driving this agenda for a long number of years. But now that's moved on for everybody in the last year, and we've all become much more doing much more of our work and our business and does our community involvement online. So it was important that communities like yourselves, towns like yourselves, people came together to respond to that and to again to be able to put your plans in place in a digital way, and that's what you've done, and it's been immense. And some of the stories I've heard from Jess and David here on the team, all that's been going on over the last year, it's unbelievable, and it's only rightly so that we have awards nights like tonight to be able to recognise that. And it's timely too, as we are coming through the various restrictions and beginning to reopen society, that we can now look back and reward and recognise all that's happened over the last 15, 16 months as well, and build for the future and make plans for the future. And that's what today is about. But it's also important that we have awards nights, that we do recognise top-class digital towns, digital projects, so others can learn from that, because in a way, you are now the leaders. Others will follow at pace, is what we hope to do as well. And as a government, we hope to be able to be part of that journey and to work with all involved, all the stakeholders, to make it happen at a quicker pace too as well. I want to extend a particularly warm welcome to each of you here tonight who are joining us online, all 30 fantastic finalists. And I want to thank you for your leadership and your unique digital contribution for the betterment of your own local community. Jess touched on earlier on the opportunities. Well, you certainly grasped them and made the most of them as well. And I want to thank you for that as well, because I've met endless businesses over the last year who completely pivoted their operation, completely turned around. But when they get the support of a town, of everybody coming together, it makes that so much easier, because everyone realises the benefits that are there as well. So we want to build on that. It is an incredible achievement to be shortlisted for these awards, and it's very encouraging to see so many of you join in online this evening for what promises to be a very special award ceremony. And I'm glad that we're back in the award ceremony space, that we're able to do this and to recognise everyone's talents as well, and do it in a safe and socially distant way that Jess keeps making sure that I point out as well. Keep everybody right. The .ie Digital Towns Awards support, recognise and applaud your digital transformation journey, whether your project centred around sustainability, automation, cultural diversity, social inclusion, or on promoting local businesses. Your projects are inspirational, and as I said earlier on, they have set at the bar high for the rest of us to be able to follow, and the many other counties and towns and villages that want to also come forward and join in your success. As finalists, you have set down a marker for best practice in promoting awareness, knowledge, use of and understanding of digital technologies in Ireland, and by its citizens, by its businesses and by its communities. And again, that's something we want to build on to drive the recovery phase going forward. The .ie Digital Towns Awards showcase local people and local communities, creating, but more importantly, maximising the opportunities that are out there and that we mightn't have noticed in the past. When faced with a challenge, you identified how digital could provide solutions and how you could address concerns of the community as well. It shows the real resilience from your towns and communities. And I took a bit of time today in the previous outing to look back over our CSR, corporate social responsibility plans that were launched a number of years ago, well before COVID. And a big part of that conversation that time was around businesses being involved in their communities and developing resilient towns, resilient communities. And I think we've seen that over the last year, where that's really shone out. And I think all of us now recognise the full importance of being really, really involved in town projects, community projects, village projects, all of us working together. And together we are much more resilient. And to strengthen that, the online presence and the opportunities that digital gives us, gives to us all to be connected in a different way and to reach much further afield in our own town and village. That's where the success and for the future is going to be, that blend of the online, the digital, along with our physical presence and our high street presence as well. Certainly from a business point of view, the opportunity is there for all of us as well. It also demonstrates a grassroots approach to the National Transformation Challenge that society and the economy faces, where town leaders, digital groups and citizens all came together for the betterment of their town using a digital means. The awards have shown a genuine cross-community engagement, working with the local enterprise network, the further education and training sector, community groups, local businesses, local authorities and volunteer organisations, with communities taking ownership of their own futures. And that's key, ownership. It's a can-do approach you've brought to this competition. This all points to the ability of digital to be transformative for communities and for the country. And as I referenced earlier, the future is the blend of both, the digital as well as the physical presence as well. No matter what business we're in, the opportunities are there, and we want to, as a government, working with you across all our departments and all our agencies, strengthen the offering of both. The awards have given you the opportunity to promote your town and to raise its profile on a national stage, and for many of you, well beyond that, to an international stage as well. My hope is that your towns and your communities will now become an inspiration to other towns and villages around the country. And as David has said, no doubt when we're here judging next year's panellists, we'll see a lot more towns and counties represented, because I've no doubt you've kickstarted something here that will be endless competition, which is great to see it. And the budget of $1 million for this, I think, will be pushed and stretched every which way we can over the year ahead as well, which is important too, because this comes at a cost to everybody as well. These awards take on a particular significance, as I've referenced, and others have referenced as well, for 2021, as we look back over the last 14 or 15 months. We've come through an incredibly challenging 15 months that COVID presented. It had an impact on everybody, on all our families, on all our communities, and all our businesses. But I think, without a doubt, our communities and our businesses really stood up and took on board that public health messaging, took on board the ask of our public health team to respond and prevent the spread of the virus and help it keep it under control. And without a doubt, we'll recognise how we have saved lives in the long run. But apart from that, our communities, our businesses, all you here tonight, you found new ways to reach people, to reach customers, to reach the person that might be out in a rural area that needed a connection. And you did that by pivoting, by using the opportunity that technology and digital provided. And you really embraced that and harnessed that with all the ideas we've seen coming forward here in this competition as well. The level of innovation and resilience across Ireland really came to the fore as people, communities and companies did their very, very best. And I know that without a doubt, everybody went to the maximum of effort to be able to move to a digital and virtual world, but to reach people with products and services and supports. You changed how we talk to each other and how we do business and how we work in our daily lives. In my view, it is the communities who embrace this change, communities like those represented here tonight, who were key to the post-pandemic recovery for society and the economy. And that will be a jobs-led recovery, And I've no doubt about that. And again, the resilience, we can see that. And we'll close that gap quite quickly. But there's a long-term mark to be left here. And groups like yourselves are the one that will lead that positive change as we come out of COVID and drive on that recovery. Your effort will serve to attract new workers, new residents, and inward investments to your towns, because what you're doing here is making your own, the sense of place, the pride of place, but it's making your towns and your villages a much greater place, a much more attractive place for an investment, for people to live in. And I've referenced it before. Before COVID, we were looking at the planning framework, trying to see where would the next 1 million people live in this country, where would they be based, and trying to encourage people to move away from the East Coast. But I think with all your efforts and all the embracement of digital technologies and opportunities, we can see people now are gone ahead of us, and they're now back home in all our rural towns and villages and many other regional parts of the country, because remote working has facilitated that, but also the towns that are providing the services and make it attractive to invest in. So now we have to catch up with all our other services and other offerings. David mentioned, of course, the broadband plan. We have to catch up. That has been reviewed to see can we deliver that even quicker. I know that we can, because again, the contract is signed and we can move faster, but we need that now more than we ever thought we would need it, and we need to build on that as well. Again, your work mirrors the work that the Taoiseach, the Taoiseach, and all government departments want to do, which is to drive a recovery, but a recovery that brings every county, every region, every town and village on that journey with us, and will, without a doubt, have a major part of that recovery will be based on the digital agenda as well. Just to finish up, the remote working strategy, the rollout of digital hubs, and the focus on our rural future, they're all documents and they're all policies that will help us to drive and to ensure that the social and jobs economic recovery reaches all corners of the country. So I want to encourage all town leaders, digital groups and citizens to continue working together to breathe new life into your communities and the country via digital means. Before I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to acknowledge the dedication and commitment of the independent panel of judges. We're going to hear from Joan next, but I know the work that Joan and her team have put into this, because I've seen some of the presentations and some of the competitors in this. It is a very, very difficult choice, and I know we'll talk to some of them, Jess, in the minutes ahead. But this was not an easy task of judges, and it's always dangerous to become a judge, because you can lose more friends than you win. So I want to thank all those who did get involved and did give their time and effort free of charge as well. I want to recognise that they're a very talented and dedicated team of professionals who, in the world of digitalisation, innovation and entrepreneurship, they're well equipped to judge on the very best in digital in Irish communities, and as I said earlier on, have been involved in this agenda for many, many, many years, well ahead of a lot of us online here tonight as well. Finally, I want to again thank David Curtin and his team for their Digital Town programme, in particular today's .ie Digital Town Awards. It's a great initiative, and I'm really looking forward to tracking its progress over the next 4 years as well. And what's more important, though, is that it recognises the talent we have in our communities and harnesses that and puts it on a national scale. So again, thanks for having me here today. Thanks for the invite. I'm looking forward to the rest of the night as well. Back to you, Jess.
Thank you so much for that, Minister. I think you kind of encapsulated the accolades, even to be one of the finalists. Regardless of what happens, this is a big deal. So congratulations again to all of our finalists, who we will be chatting to throughout the evening. The Minister is going to stay with us and he will announce the overall winner later on. So that is something to look forward to. Now, with all the creativity demonstrated, and as the Minister just mentioned, the judges had a very difficult job in picking our winners. And here to tell us about the tough job that those judges had is Chair of the Judging Panel, Joan Mulvihill, Digitisation Lead with Siemens.
Thanks, Jess. Obviously, Chair of the Judging Panel, I want to thank all of my fellow judges. I was one of a team of 8, and every single one of us were just blown away by the quality of entrants that we received in terms of their vision, but also their impact in their local towns and communities. We wanted to see entries where people had used technology to really embrace the challenges that their communities were facing. Some of these are projects that have been ongoing for a number of years, and some of these had arisen from the very challenging situations in which people had found themselves in 2020. But without exception, every single one of those showed what is possible when communities come together to embrace technology to have a real impact in their communities. We were looking for things like, the rising star, obviously new projects that are starting out, change makers, people who were looking at problems and seeing how technology could really make that difference. And also the local hero. This is really important. We do talk about these communities coming together, but there's often one lone voice at the start who pulls those people together, and recognizing those local heroes was really important to us. So as I said, all of the judges gave up their time, their expertise, and were absolutely blown away by the quality of entrance. But I want to thank all of the other judges, and I want to name them all here because they were really an outstanding bunch. Simon Cocking, Tech Editor and Business Mentor, Lorraine Higgins, Secretary General of Digital Business Ireland, Louise O'Connor, Founding Partner of Beta Digital, Marcella Rudden, the Head of Enterprise, the Local Enterprise Office in County Cavan, Rebecca Harrison, the Managing Director of Fishers from Newtown Mount Kennedy in County Wicklow, Alan Mulrooney, Head of Communications and Atlantic Economic Corridor Development of the Western Development Commission, and Vinnie O'Brien, e-commerce lecturer in the UK and Ireland and champion for e-commerce in Ireland over the years, based in Tralee, and myself in Mullingar. So obviously the judges reflected the geographical spread of the entrance as well. And while the judges all enjoyed the role completely, but we also want to thank all of the team at .ie also for putting these awards together and for championing digital in towns in Ireland for all these years.
Thank you so much for that, Joan, and thank you again to all of our judges. I do not envy any of you. I can imagine how tough this was. But now we're ready to get started. For each of our categories this evening, we will play a short video clip of the finalist projects, and then we will be joined on screen by a representative from each town. We have 5 town award categories firstly, and in each of these there will be a runner-up and a winner announced. The runner-up will receive a cheque for €5,000 and the winner will get a cheque for €9,000, which is an incredible amount of money. Our first category is awarding the best in a small town with a population of up to 2,500. So let's hear from our small towns.
Dingle Peninsula. Promoting innovation and imagining new ways of doing things through digital is the focus of the Dingle team. Included is a pilot project to increase sustainability and productivity by collecting real-time data using sensor technology, such as current and predicted weather and soil conditions and grass growth rates, which will result in carbon efficiencies that can extend the grazing season, providing increased profits for farmers. Localized real-time weather data enables tourism providers to tailor tourist packages based on changing weather conditions. Killorglin. The Reeks District Organising Committee set out to create a global shop window online and promote tourism in the town. They also introduced Google Local, View Ranger, Komoot mapping and geocaching, inviting locals to log the hidden gems on their doorstep so that town amenities become more discoverable. This initiative has generated thousands of referrals to local businesses, and with more projects in the pipeline, Killorglin is keen to share its experience with other towns across the country. Arranmore Island. Arranmore has suffered population reduction in recent decades as traditional industries declined. In 2017, they launched #ComingHome, a campaign to encourage families to relocate to Arranmore. High-speed broadband followed in April 2019, and the island's digital working hub opened. Other projects underway include an IoT trial to provide solutions in assisted living for the elderly to monitor behavioural change around areas like kettles and doors. IoT was also used in fishing to monitor catches and locate equipment. Ballyvaughan. Ballyvaughan, a gateway to the Burren, has targeted outdoor recreation as an economic driver for the area. Local volunteers mapped a walking trail using Google Maps via Google Trekker and installed a network of interactive cycling signs at the base of Corkscrew and Ballyalbin Hills. A digital NFC chip allows cyclists to set targets by tapping the sign with their phone to see the time for the fastest cyclist up the hill. A number of digital photo posts along local trails also allow walkers to take a scenic picture or a selfie.
Well done to our finalists there, and welcome to our 4 finalists as well. We have Maggie Breen of Dingle Peninsula, Jens Bachman from Killorglin, Adrian Begley from Arranmore Island, and Owen Hogan from Ballyvaughan. Lads, we're only on category 1 and any of you deserve to win. This is going to be a very, very tough decision process, no doubt. And I'm delighted to say that David is with me now for the prize giving. So I'm going to call on David to firstly announce our runner-up in this category.
Thank you, Jess. I'm delighted to announce that the runner-up in this category is Arranmore Island.
Well done to Arranmore Island, and Adrian Begley is with us. Adrian, congratulations. How do you feel to be the winner of the the runner-up of the Small Town Award?
Delighted. That's fantastic news. So thanks very much. On behalf of Arranmore Island Community Council and the wider community, I just want to thank you very much at .ie for the award. It's brilliant news, and also to the judging panel. I just also want to acknowledge some of the people who have been involved in this. Is the support from the Department of Rural and Community Development, Donegal County Council, Western Development Commission, and Dúdras na Gaeltachta as our digital hub here. Modam has now become part of the GTech family recently. Also, massive thanks to Free Ireland. There's an awful lot of this project just couldn't have happened without their assistance. They were fantastic. They've been a brilliant team to work with. And you know, as time has moved on, we're continuing to work with them and coming out with new ideas and new projects still underway. So that's fantastic. But the biggest thanks goes to the community. There's so much of this would not have happened without them. The fact that they've embraced this, the fact that they've given it a go to see if it could make a difference, and it has worked. And that's the important thing, is that the efforts that have been put in are now starting to show fruit. There are people moving home, there are people working remotely. COVID have obviously made a big difference to things like that. But, we were kind of ahead of the game, and we're very proud of that fact. So, it's great news. And thanks very much again to .ie for this award. Really appreciate it.
Well, congratulations. And you do get that fantastic prize. I'm going to hand back to David now, who is going to tell us the winner of the Small Town Award.
Thank you, Jess. I'm delighted to announce that the winner of this award is Dingle Peninsula.
Maggie Breen and Dingle Peninsula, congratulations. You must be thrilled. The big smile broke out in your face there. It was lovely to see.
It's great to win anything, but this is fantastic because, we've made such... we're delighted to have made such an impact since we opened in 2017, and the Dingle Peninsula 2030 project is really to create a sustainable community here, and it's a sustainable future. So using digital technology helps that. And, we really see how our really vibrant community here embraces the technology, and, that's going to make all the difference in being a sustainable community. So we're really happy. Thank you very much.
Well, congratulations again, and we cannot wait to see what you do next. We will definitely put you on the list of ones to watch. Thank you very much for joining us. We're now going to move on to our second category, which is to celebrate digital successes in a medium town, which covers towns with a population of 2,500 to 5,000. So let's take a listen to what they have to say.
Listowel. Listowel, a traditional market town, is world-renowned for its literary, horse racing and music festivals. Like many towns affected by COVID, Listowel set about increasing community activity through social media and its website. This includes the town gift voucher featuring local businesses and offering click and collect. Staycationers are targeted by creating photo and video content to highlight the views, walks and attractions which are shared on social media to attract visitors to the town this summer. Edgeworthstown. Edgeworthstown has been identified as the town in Ireland with the highest risk of losing jobs due to increased automation. Addressing this, Co-Works, a community organisation and digital working hub, was created, which is hoped to be a transformative, sustainable initiative enabling the growth of the region's economy. Due to open Q4 of 2021, this hub, based in the former Ulster Bank, includes remote working, fostering collaboration and reskilling projects, including digital literacy, English language classes and SME adoption of digital. Ballybock. Pride of Place. The vision behind Ballybock Pride of Place is to create a digital version of the community to generate positive stories about the area and foster a sense of community. A social media presence and active user base now shares positive narratives and historical information, providing an information hub for news items, planning proposals and events of interest. This platform also flags matters of concern to residents such as fly tipping and dog fouling. This North Dublin inner city village is using digital to help create more pride in the parish and community. Skibbereen, the Ludgate Hub. Many people are familiar with the Ludgate story, which started in 2014 and is an inspiration to many towns across the country. Its digital hub facilitates remote working for a broad range of workers in sectors such as IT, banking, education and the creatives. An exciting development is the planned renovation of the Mercy Heights Girls Convent School for completion in 2021. This new facility will accommodate approximately 100 occupants and is another fantastic addition to Skibbereen and the surrounding areas to drive rural regeneration and create employment.
Massive welcome to our finalists in this category. We have Lisa O'Carroll from Listowel, Carl Grant from Edgeworthstown, Laura Williams from Ballybock and Grania O'Keefe from Skibbereen. You're all incredibly welcome. Again, watching those VTs, sure, if we could give prizes to everyone, we would, because you are all so worthy and the initiative that you've taken, it really sums up those points that the Minister was talking about a few moments ago. But I won't keep you waiting any longer. David, can you tell us who the runner-up is, please?
Yes, Jess. I'm delighted to say that the runner-up in this category is from the Kingdom, the town of Listowel, County Kerry.
Congratulations. Massive congratulations to Lisa O'Carroll in Listowel. Lisa, what does this money, or what could this money do for your project in Listowel?
Oh, this means so much to us because I suppose we did our rebrand and we have our own hashtag where stories begin in Listowel. So we've been, pushing this and driving this on since 2018. So it really means so much to us, and we have a lot of digital projects that we want to advance. We have the Greenway coming to Listowel in March 2022. So it's a really exciting project. So we're going to grow our social media and this money will really help us. So I just want to thank all the volunteers in the Listowel Business and Community Alliance, all our community groups. We've a really good community spirit, our businesses, Kerry County Council and the Listowel Municipal District Office. Just say thanks very much.
Well, congratulations again, and we can't wait to see what you do next. And we'll turn back to David now. David, who is our winner in this category?
Well, Jess, the winner in this category, I'm delighted to announce, is Edgeworthstown.
Well done to Carl Grant and all in Edgeworthstown. Carl, congratulations. You must be delighted.
Oh, thank you.
Well,
you'll probably hear that in the background. We have the committee there with us now, and they're just a little bit excited.
Well, congratulations to everybody. You must be looking forward to getting this money and continuing on that incredible work, because as we saw on the VT, this has transformed the area.
Absolutely. We've been fundraising for about 3 years now. The board have been nearly meeting weekly every week for the last 3 years now. And it's only at this stage now the COVID restrictions have been lifted that we've managed to get the builders in and work has started. So as the VT said, we hope to be open now come the end of this year.
Well, look, congratulations again, and we're very, very excited to see you all go from strength to strength. I hope you all do have a very socially distant, fully masked celebration to mark your achievement. So enjoy the evening and congratulations again. It's brilliant to see.
Absolutely, and thanks again.
Now we will look at digital successes amongst our large towns with a population of between 5,000 and 10,000. Let's have a listen.
Westport. Christmas spirit landed with a bang in Westport last November when thousands of viewers tuned in to watch the first ever Westport toy show. this 3-hour virtual Christmas festival broadcast, streamed live on Facebook, created a virtual marketplace showcasing local businesses. Included were an interview with Lottie Billingham, local Mayo girl whose illustrations were used in J.K. Rowling's new book, online toy reviews from local children, live Zoom calls with James Horan and some Mayo GAA players, and fundraising for Mayo Roscommon Hospice. Youghal. Youghal is a medieval town of outstanding natural heritage. To attract visitors and promote the town as a place to live and invest in, Youghal.ie was launched in 2020. Youghal's digital town has created success with its accommodation booking feature, which allows visitors to find everything in one place, especially useful for competitors in the town's Ironman event, which generates €7 million for the local economy. Online activity will also help to promote the Middleton to Youghal Greenway and Youghal's Eco Boardwalk. Fermoy. Fermoy Forum is a voluntary group made up of businesses, organisations and individuals working together to enrich their town. The group has categorised and bundled all town information on the Fermoy app, from accommodation, attractions and shopping to self-guided tours, hikes, trails and much more. Apart from business listings, the app also has interactive hikes and trails that provide turn-by-turn navigation in real time via GPS, as well as information on elevation, starting point and trail tips. Ballinasloe. Shop Ballinasloe.ie is regarded as the digital centre of the town, with all businesses listed in one place, just like a mini Amazon. Shop Ballinasloe.ie was the catalyst to get 90% of businesses in the town who had no e-commerce presence selling online at a time when most doors were closed. An onboarding strategy provides full support to set up online with ongoing training sessions, plus marketing support via Facebook business group and WhatsApp. Over €50,000 of town vouchers were sold, and further plans will add local clubs to take online payments.
We are now going to welcome our finalists once again. We have Helen Gavin from Westport, Aileen Murray from Youghal, Mavita DeBarros from Fermoy, and Honoria Mitchell-Black from Ballinasloe. You're all very welcome. Again, some fantastic projects there. So much to talk through, but we're going to get down to business. David, can you tell us who the runner-up is?
Yes, Jess, I'm pleased to announce that the runner-up in this category is the town of Fermoy.
Massive congratulations. Mavita joins us now from Fermoy. Mavita, tell us a little bit about this app, because the screenshots you have from the back of the wall look fantastic. How long has it been in the works?
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's definitely been in the works over 2 years. And I suppose recently we've added new features. So like the VT said, there's hikes and trails, there's accommodation, food and drink, etc. And we've added vouchers, online vouchers since Christmas, and they're going really well now that retail has reopened again. And so they're just mock-ups of phones just to show different screens of the app, if you like. And I suppose I'd really like to thank everyone on the Fermoy Forum Committee. There's 12 local business people involved in Fermoy Forum that really want to make Fermoy a better place to live, work and do business. And of course our digital partner, which we obviously couldn't do this without Colin James and all the team in Explore. And I suppose the digital team in Fermoy Forum then would be kind of Michael, David, Declan and myself, and we've worked a lot on our digital project. And really thank you so much, because this money now will enable us, I suppose, to add new features such as ticketed events, or maybe do digital archiving for the town with its military background. There's lots of different projects we kind of have, in the pipeline, and I suppose we've always got great support from McCarthy Insurance Group and Cork County Council as well. So a massive thank you to everyone there. We're thrilled.
Congratulations again, and the app looks fantastic, even just the interface. As a bit of a nerd about those things, I appreciate how it looks, so congratulations on that alone. And of course, your fantastic prize. We're going to turn back to David now, who has our winner.
Thank you, Jess. I'm delighted to announce that the winner of this category is the town of Ballinasloe.
Oh, we have another socially distanced group. That makes me so happy. Congratulations, everybody in Ballinasloe. How are you doing? We're all good?
Thank you. We are absolutely delighted. So we've all the team here. We didn't expect to be up against such tough competition. But thank you. Yeah, so Shop Ballinasloe, we started it over a year ago in a very fast few weeks, got most of the town on board, and they've been with us ever since, helping to drive the online store. And then last year we introduced the town vouchers, and that is that's good. Sorry, I'm in shock.
It's like your Oscars moment. Take your time.
Well. Just a big shout out to all the just didn't expect it whatsoever. Just a shout out to all the retailers who's on board with us and who have digitally embraced the technology and got behind it from day one, and just continue to do so. It's been fantastic. It's been just phenomenal support from all the other groups in town, such as BACD, Credit Union, who else? The council, the Galway County Council. Am I missing anybody else, guys?
Take.ie as well.
Oh yes, and also a big thanks to .ie Digital Town Awards. We're delighted to be part of it and to be the winner of the Large Town Award.
Well, congratulations again, and I hope you do get to enjoy that money, but also the pastries that look delicious on your desk. Have a good evening, and thank you and congratulations once again. We're now going to move on to look at large towns with a population of over 10,000 to hear what's happening in these creative towns.
Drogheda. Drogheda Chamber created the Getting Drogheda digital project in 2020, embracing new opportunities in smart technology. The focus includes wider community participation through schemes such as Tap It, FinTech, Coder Dojo, and the recently launched Love Drogheda gift card. A new website in development will be central to a strategy to encourage more startups, multinationals, and remote workers to base themselves in the wider Drogheda region. Getting Drogheda Digital aims to build a self-sustainable regional economy that offers the right work-life balance for its inhabitants. Sligo. In 2019, Sligo was selected as one of 6 pilot projects by Fáilte Ireland to develop several co-created festivals dispersed across the country outside the peak months of June to September. When COVID hit, the festival team quickly adapted to a virtual St. Patrick's Day event. This included greening of buildings, video, graphics, and drone footage. The 80 parade participants created unique video content. A virtual music festival was a key part of the event, and feedback from here and the diaspora was incredibly positive and heartfelt. Tralee. The Tralee app was designed with community sustainability in mind. It aims to promote the circular economy. The app promotes shopping local, principally through the local voucher initiative Click and Collect. It also has sports club communications, local event listings, business guides, local news, and self-guided trails and tours. The app ensures that local businesses and creators are prioritised without compromising on consumer choice. This circulation of local expenditure leads to more consistent growth and a model of consumption that reduces reliance on unsustainably produced goods. Sligo. Improving healthcare for citizens is central to this digital project. Patient data is gathered via monitoring devices using the Internet of Medical Things, or IMOT. Remote patient monitoring can provide immediate data on patients' oxygen saturation, breathing, and other lung measures for the care team to view in a secure patient data portal, and then video calls are offered to patients. This partnership combines the expertise of the public, private, and numerous voluntary agencies to provide an improved understanding of a patient's state of health.
How How great is it to see 2 entries from Sligo with 2 entirely different projects? You really are becoming a bit of a tech hub there. We are now joined by our finalists. We have Finbar Phelan from the St. Patrick's Day Festival Project. We have Aisling Gannon, eHealth Initiative, Brendan Casey from Drogheda, and David Scott from Tralee. You're all very, very welcome. Fingers crossed for all of you. We're going to turn now to David to find out who the runner-up is.
Thank you, Jess. I'm very pleased to announce that the runner-up in this category is the town of Tralee.
There's nothing like a solo round of applause. It's very of this time. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. Brilliant. Absolutely delighted. Oh, wow.
I can tell you're buzzing. What will this money mean for your project going forward?
It's huge. It really is. It just, we can take it the next step, you know, and constantly keep developing it and managing it. And, means the world to us. Thank you so much.
Well,
really.
We are absolutely thrilled for you. Congratulations. And we will wait and see what this money goes towards over the coming weeks, months and years ahead. We're going to turn back to David now, and David has the winner.
Thank you, Jess. I'm delighted to announce that the winner in this category is the town of Drogheda.
And we have Brendan Casey from Drogheda. Brendan, congratulations. You must be thrilled.
Thank you very much, Jess. I'm inside, I'm just as happy as David, but I'm just not as ebullient. But no, that's great. I couldn't top David's reaction, so.
No, listen, we don't need to get into that. That's for TikTok. that's not for here. What would this money mean for the initiative that you have been driving, you and your community have been driving over the last while?
It's absolutely fantastic. I suppose over the last few years, between the Chamber of Commerce and the Mill Enterprise Hub and Love Drogheda Bids, have been working on a number of common projects. So we have a really strong, cohesive economic and digital, a whole range of projects that we're working on. So it's absolutely fantastic. And because we rely so much on volunteers, like all the other towns, it's great to see this recognition. So really appreciate it.
Well, congratulations and well done to the entire district for all of the work that has gone on, because the project really is remarkable. So congratulations and enjoy the prize fund. We're now going to turn our attention to urban towns. These are towns with a population of up to 30,000, and there are some fantastic projects taking place here.
Balbriggan. Balbriggan's plan sets out an ambitious vision for the town with significant buy-in and support from the local community. Several projects include an IoT network open to anyone interested in testing and trialling IoT technology solutions, a connected life rings pilot using sensor technology to detect missing or stolen life rings, smart benches, which are Wi-Fi hotspots with solar panels, phone charging ports and digital advertising space, and a citizen science project producing data, evidence and knowledge relating to mobility in the area. Blackrock. Blackrock Athletics Club's ambition is to become a digital champion, and they are striving to build a world-class digital profile that will attract new members and help build a stronger, happier and healthier community. A content-rich website and informative social media channels will position the club as thought leaders in the area of athletics across Ireland and beyond. High-quality content with useful articles will provide advice that can be used at any time and by anybody, anywhere in the world. Dun Laoghaire. Digital HQ is a social enterprise located in Dun Laoghaire. It converts empty space in listed buildings in town centres into vibrant hubs to attract digital businesses and support traditional businesses. These facilities are known as digital growth hubs and will play a major role in the regeneration of our towns in the coming years. The key activities include an incubation unit, business promotion called Love Dun Laoghaire, attracting new businesses, and thought leadership on the digital growth mindset model and how it can be applied elsewhere.
Another very tough category, and we have our finalists with us. We have Aisling Hyland from Balbriggan, James Darling from Blackrock, and Owen Costello from Dunleary. You are all very, very welcome. I know all of these areas very well, so I am dying to see who the winner is. But before we get to the winner, David's going to give us the runner-up.
You feel like giving a drum roll, Jess, right? I'm delighted to announce that the runner-up in this category is the town of Balbriggan.
Massive congratulations, Aisling Hyland in Balbriggan. The project that you have undertaken, how long has it been in the works?
Oh, thank you so much. Look, this is fantastic. We launched Smart Balbriggan just a year ago. So I want to just extend a massive thank you to everybody who's been on that journey with us. It's driven by Fingal County Council's digital team and the Our Balbriggan team, but to the community groups and the businesses and the entrepreneurs and everybody from the community who's been involved and engaged. We're so grateful for your participation in the programme. And also, I suppose, just to say a big thank you to the .ie team and to the judges for putting on this fantastic event.
Well, thank you so much and congratulations again. It is really great to see so many areas around the country getting the recognition that they richly deserve. We're going to cross back to David now. Who is our winner, David?
Yes, Jess. So the winner of this category, I'm delighted to announce, is the town of Dunleary.
So not only do you get lovely sea views in Dunleary, you also win. Owen Costello, congratulations.
Thanks, Jess. You can probably hear the seagulls flying around outside my window here. I have it open. It's as we like to say, Sun-Leary instead of Dunleary. The sun is always shining here. So listen, this is absolutely fantastic news, Jess. And thank you very much, David, for this announcement. Like, you know, I have to cast my mind back when we started Digital Dunleary here 5 years ago. It was like many of the groups here today, volunteer driven. And we had to concentrate our efforts and our resources on one topic, and that was digital. So we decided, let's mobilize our town around digital and support particularly small independent family businesses. And then COVID-19 hit, and then our Love Dunleary campaigns were really, really important in promoting local businesses and the various offerings they had online, etc. And now as we're seeing COVID recede, we're starting to ramp up our Why Dunleary campaign, supporting, the goal of attracting more digital business to the town. And I'll be honest with you, as I look out the window here from our enterprise hub here, it's really exciting to see our town burst back into life this week. There's so much pent-up support for local small businesses. And what we've developed here at Digital HQ is what we call a digital-first communities model. And that's kind of grown out of the hub, as was mentioned in the video at the start there. And we believe that we can, using this model, help small businesses in communities across the country to thrive no matter what the future brings.
Well,
and
look,
I'll stop here.
Yeah, I'm going to interrupt because although I'm being told to play you off as if we're at the Oscars, but
I'm just going to thank very quickly, Jess, if I may. It wouldn't be possible without the work of our chairman, Shad Gilmer, our Digital Dunleary steering group, who are all watching here today. Bank of Ireland have supported us from the very beginning 5 years ago, and Dunleary Rathdown County Council and Local Enterprise Office have been very supportive of all our campaigns. And of course, thanks to the team at .ie who showed the vision to put these awards together, and of course the judges who really worked very, very hard on these. So thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it on behalf of everyone at Digital Dunleary.
Thank you so much and congratulations again. We've now come to a category that I am very excited about. This is the Digital Rising Star Award. The Digital Rising Star will be a town that is an emerging talent in the area of digital and will demonstrate the potential to be a future digital leader.
Coote Hill. A town website has been launched with a directory, trading portal, history and heritage section, tourism and activities, clubs and groups, as well as a news and update section. The plan is that the website will develop into a central part of Coote Hill's identity, connecting its visitors and residents with all the wonderful things on offer there. There has been huge community support for the project already, which has created a digital version of the town that mirrors the actual location. Tubbercurry. The people of Tubbercurry came together as a community to embrace digital technologies in a bid to address problems facing rural places. Their project relates to hyperlocal content created and streamed in Tubbercurry using VR, a podcast studio, plus outside broadcast camera training and facilities in a dedicated studio to harness and broadcast local content for a local audience. Boris. Smart villages are communities in rural areas that use innovative solutions to improve their resilience, building on local strengths and opportunities. In practical terms, one of the Boris projects relates to the weekly food and craft market. The portal allows customers order and pay online before collection on Friday mornings. As food producers have greater visibility on sales, it will reduce food waste. Added to this, consumers will make fewer car trips to the town, which has a positive carbon impact. Edenderry, Internet of Things. Edenderry has a range of IoT projects, including parking bay monitoring using sensors to ensure the right vehicles are using the charging spaces, loading bay monitoring to ensure loading times and dates are being adhered to by users, air quality monitoring, public bin management to ensure bins are emptied as soon as they're full, and there are more exciting projects in the pipeline too, including footfall monitoring and a wheelchair app to ensure valid drivers are using disabled parking spots.
Didn't I tell you this was a good category? Again, some brilliant ideas and projects there. As you can see, we have our finalists once again. We have Connie Whelan from Coot Hill, we have Joanne Hosey from Tubbercurry, Evie Murphy from Boris, and Councillor Liam Quinn in Edenderry with a gang of pals, from what I can see. You are all very welcome and congratulations on getting this far. I'm going to give David a break for a little while, and I'm delighted to be joined now by Una McCutcheon, who is the Corporate Communications Manager with .ie. Una, will you tell us who will be taking home the cheque for $8,500 for their town in this category?
Yes, thanks, Jess. I'm delighted to announce that the winner of the Digital Rising Star is Tubbercurry.
Huge congratulations, Joanne. As I mentioned, this is one of the most exciting categories. We've heard some brilliant projects throughout this evening, but this is all driven by the community. So what does this recognition, as well as the prize fund, mean to your town?
Absolutely fantastic. So Una and Jess, thank you, and thank you to .ie for putting on these awards. Really special for us. For us to win today, it is just recognition for all of the hard work that has gone into smart community in Tubbercurry and South Sligo over the last 2 to 3 years. We have huge ambitions for the town and for the community. This particular project in relation to virtual reality and an immersion and podcast room, I think, will really showcase digital at its best in our community. So it's really exciting. Thank you so much.
Well, congratulations. We are all thrilled for you. So I do hope you get to enjoy, and we will keep an eye on what you do next. We are now going to announce our Digital Changemaker Award, and this will be awarded to a town that demonstrates that they have taken creative digital action to create change and new ways of doing things to affect positive impacts for the whole community.
Ballyvaughan. Ballyvaughan focused on integrating the digital world, Strava, and the physical world, popular cycling hill climbs, into a project to enhance the cycling experience for users and attract a new audience to the area. It integrates a citizen science element to projects to encourage interaction between trail users and the wider community. The trail photo posts allow walkers to send photos and feedback trail issues, while the Strava hill signs and digital photo posts add an element of gamification to the cycling routes and the walking trails. Skibbereen. The Ludgate Hub was the first to create a digital working hub in Ireland. In 2016, Skibbereen was put on a global stage as the first rural town with 1 gigabit digital connectivity. The medium to long-term vision for Skibbereen is to make the town and surrounding areas a hotspot for technology startups, solopreneurs, remote workers, digital nomads and multinationals to locate to. Via a sustainable digital economy for the town, it's expected that between 500 and 1,000 jobs will be created and rural regeneration will be achieved. Portumna. The Wild Geese is a community group in Portumna actively trying to solve the challenges faced by the rural towns, villages and communities in East Galway. As digital changemakers, they are forensically capturing the DNA of their town by speaking to local expert citizens, the people who live in the community and know the importance of local heritage and tradition, with generations of oral histories coursing through their veins. Using modern digital tools to gather and document research undertaken, they are confident they will have saved these voices for generations to come. Kinsale. Kinsale Digital Hub is a communal workspace in the picturesque town of Kinsale, County Cork, and was set up to counteract rural depopulation and to keep the local community vibrant and busy. It has high-speed connectivity and can accommodate up to 15 people in its main workspace, a conference room and private work areas. The town wants to get the word out so people know they can still progress in their careers and live their dream rural life.
We have all of our finalists with us once again. We have Owen Hogan from Ballyvaughan, Gráinne O'Keeffe from Skibbereen, Elodie Golden from Portumna and Cormac Fitzgerald from Kinsale. We are delighted to have you here, and we're going to turn to Una now, who will announce the winner.
Thanks, Jess. I'm delighted to announce that the winner of the Digital Changemaker is Skibbereen.
Congratulations. I think, Gráinne, are you in the mix there? Gráinne O'Keeffe, hello. Congratulations to you all. You must be thrilled.
We're absolutely delighted.
Oh, no.
For the last 5. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so we started off our Ludgate Digital Hub 5 years ago, and it's fantastic to see other towns replicating this model that's obviously working for rural revitalisation. So a huge thank you to our trailblazers in that regard, John Field, who's sitting behind me, who spearheaded it all with Sean O'Driscoll on our board of directors. And of course, we have our team here who all contribute to that as well. So this has been very much a community effort, a town effort, and we're super excited to be recognised today. So thank you for that.
Well, congratulations. It is an incredible achievement. It looks like a fantastic setup that you have, and we can't wait to see what you do with this prize fund. We are now going to turn our attention to a special category because it's being awarded to an individual, and that is our Digital Hero Award, which recognises someone in your community who is an unsung hero. Someone who works tirelessly on initiatives to promote the digital enhancement of your town or a group within the town. This person will be taking home a lovely prize of €3,000 for themselves.
Helen Nolan. Carndunna. Helen gets things done at speed. Co-founder and CEO of Sport and Spree, she was the main driver in achieving national multi-award-winning social enterprise status for SNS. Providing 60 activities per week to 700 participants, she has always promoted technology and creativity with coding classes, animation, Lego robotics, and YouTube workshops. In 2019, she established a digital fabrication laboratory and a co-working hub in the town, which was a game changer in terms of digital support for the community. Helen is passionate and ambitious for a thriving and forward-looking digital Carndunna. Laura Williams. Ballybock. The BPOP initiative is led by and relies on the tireless contributions of Committee Chair Laura Williams. From creating and maintaining the social media platforms, launching the cleanup activities, identifying and developing new initiatives, and engaging with Dublin City Council, Laura undertakes the heavy lifting in this community group. Her enthusiasm for and commitment to making change and building pride in the Ballybock area are vital to this project and to the material, and positive changes are seen in the local area since it began. The community would be lost without Laura's relentless energy and her drive. Oliver Nadd. Bunclody. Oliver Nadd quickly and wholeheartedly supported a project for the betterment of the town. The moment he heard about the e-scooter project, he immediately said, "Let's do it." He supported new ideas from a new resident in the town as though they were a long-time local. And from that moment, he began to work on the website day and night. He's a hero because he selflessly gives his free time, knowledge and effort to improve daily life in Bunclody. Robbie Quinn. Abbey Leaks. Robbie is the moderator of the town's Facebook page. The success of the page, which is the undisputed one-stop shop for everything that happens in the community, is down to his diplomatic moderation style and his constant and unseen work behind the scenes. On top of this day-to-day input, Robbie is always on the lookout for new digital initiatives. For example, he served as a producer and in a continuity role alongside Dr. Niamh Shaw, Abbey Leaks science communicator in residence, on the very successful Almanac TV series. He also has spearheaded the rollout of the Abbey Leaks Smart Centre project.
What brilliant stories, what brilliant ambassadors for your towns. I'm delighted that you are all with us. We have Laura Williams from Ballybock, we have Helen Nolan from Cardona, we have Robbie Quinn from Abbey Leaks, and we have Oliver Nadd from Bunclody. These stories are always incredible. You really are the heart and souls of your communities, and I am delighted that you are being recognised. Una, would you like to announce the winner for this category, please?
I would indeed, Jess. I'd like to announce that the winner of the Digital Hero Award is Laura Williams of Ballybock.
I mean, if that's not the definition of an unsung hero, the fact that everybody else is more delighted for you than you are. Congratulations, we are absolutely thrilled for you. What does this mean for you to be the digital hero?
Thank you very much. You probably heard from the loud applause in the background. We're very happy. Thank you very much. Very, very happy to receive this.
Well, congratulations, and I do hope you enjoy and have a bit of crack, obviously social distance and masked and safe and all the rest. Congratulations and enjoy the prize. We are now coming to the final announcement of this evening, which is for the overall winner of the .ie Digital Town Awards. This winner will be chosen from one of our 5 town winners. So in addition to winning their category prize of €9,000, the overall winner will receive an additional prize of €10,000 for their town. That gives us a total prize pot of €19,000, which is an incredible prize for one of our towns. I'm now going to ask Minister Damien English to please tell us who is crowned the overall digital town for 2021.
Thanks, Jess. Having listened today to all the fantastic digital projects that are on the way right across the country, I'm really inspired and really impressed by the creativity, the innovation and the community spirit that exists. I have no doubt, as I said earlier on, that picking an overall winner from this group was not an easy task. So again, thanks to all the judges, and again, thanks to all the .ie team for all their effort in organising today's event and this competition in general. I'm reliably informed that this year's overall winner of the .ie Digital Town Awards is being awarded to a town that has demonstrated a clear digital vision for sustainability, that is built on collaboration, embracing all sectors of the community to achieve its goal. We've heard earlier about one of its digital projects, but there are so many more anchored in sustainability, digital transformation and the creative industries. This town has demonstrated how its digital development will impact on employment and community engagement in the town, and how it plans to share its learnings with other communities nationally and, more importantly, internationally. This town has found new ways to reimagine, finding new opportunities and ways of working using digital technologies. So I am delighted to announce that the overall winner of the .ie Digital Towns Awards for 2021 goes to Dingle Peninsula.
Congratulations, we are back to you again. You were shocked first time round. How do you feel to be the overall winner?
Oh my God, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's just a testament to the work that's happened on the peninsula and with the great community we have here. So we're just delighted to get this award. Thank you.
Well, congratulations. You are taking home a fantastic €19,000. As I said earlier on, we cannot wait to see what difference that money will make to you and your community. Stay with us. You don't go anywhere because you get the fancy prize. You have to get the photographs as well. So stay on the line. We will be with you shortly. But I just have time to thank everybody involved this evening. It has been incredible, it has been inspiring, and it has been good fun. We have had a really good conversation amongst ourselves with the judges, all of you who took part, about the importance digital is going to make in our day-to-day lives today and into the future. I'd like to thank the judges, the Minister, the team at .ie, and all of you who stuck with us throughout a very, very challenging year and continued to work away and inspire. Hopefully we will be back together in person next year. But for now, from all of us here, thank you and have a good evening.